Hey everyone, happy day 3 of the 12 days of Christmas. I'm Melissa Thomas from C2C Stamping, and today we're gonna make a card, and you also get to open up another package. So, most of you will have like a envelope that has a number. It's either manila or white, and it's number 3. So go ahead and open that up. It was the only way I could figure out how to wrap up paper. So today we're going to open up a sample of the Garden Meadow DSP. This is beautiful paper that has some really nice seams on it. In addition to the seams, there is some really pretty backgrounds on the back. So we're gonna check this out. I love this one. So these are all the seams on the paper. And these were painted, they're oil paintings. And what was interesting about these, when the artist made these, they painted in miniature. So the oil paintings are maybe 1/4 of the size of this, and then they blew them up, which I thought was really cool. So these were painted in miniature and then blown up. A lot of times they'll work large and shrink a print down, but in this case they worked small and blew it up. And then the flip side of these papers are also very, very pretty. You have kind of a wood grain piece, some green meadow pieces, some kind of more painterly pieces. I like those. Love the blues. There's some pieces that work really well as sky. I think this one goes like this. Nice sky pieces. And a couple of kind of detailed floral pieces. So, super exciting paper. And we're going to make card number 1 today. So you also have a packet in your kit. These are all the cards. We'll work from top to bottom. So when you open them, the card envelopes are in the back and the cards are in order, and they have the pieces that you need in them. So you'll just pick the green one. This is Shaded Spruce, and we're gonna make the Shaded Spruce one. So let me move a few things around here. All right. So we are going to be making this card. I think I have the card base here. Okay. So you have a card base that's been trimmed. And so it's just trim 1 inch off, right? And we're actually gonna use this twice, this orientation, this layout. But this is the card we're gonna make, and it's really simple, but it's a nice way to showcase more of a piece of designer series paper. Sometimes when you have those 6x6s, it's really hard to cut that off. So, and then I stamped the cute little bench in here. You don't have to. You could choose to not. You could maybe even choose to stamp it partially off so that you have a little more room to write. So maybe I'll do that with this one. And then we need to find this piece of DSP in all of our pretty seams. And it's not that one, it's this one. So this is the one that has kind of a lot of pink at the bottom. So you're gonna take your trimmer, and I forget, I think it's 3, but I don't wanna, yep, 3, okay. So, and then we need it to go to 4 and to 5 1/4, right? Yeah, 5 1/4. So we're gonna cut 3/4 off of an end, and I'm gonna cut it off of this end. And who knows, maybe you'll do something with this piece. Maybe you won't, that's okay. And then we're gonna cut 3 inches. So we're gonna have a 3-inch piece at the top. So, and then we're gonna do, I think it's just a 1 1/2 at the bottom, right? Yeah, 1 1/2. So this is actually a 3-inch piece as well. So you can do 1 1/2, just cut it in half. And then you can kind of decide which one you want. And I'll show you why I say that. So, although this piece is the continuation of this, and if it went here, I think I would do that. But this piece actually tucks up under here, and you might like that one. It has a little bit, I think it has a little bit more yellow. It's a little bit softer. Or you might want this one that's a little bit darker. I went with the darker one on this one, and maybe on this one I'll go with the lighter one, and we'll see what we think. And then I'm going to stamp the bench, but on this one I'm going to stamp it kind of partially off. I do think for this one you do need a larger block, like an E block or something. So just, you know, FYI. And you will be getting some ink. I think maybe, yeah, in a future day. It's always a struggle for me to figure out what day to open up first, and, you know, anyway, so, all right. I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to kind of line it up, but only so that I know where to, kind of how high to stamp my bench. I'm going to stamp it like right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, and then I'm using my new Glass Mat Studio, and I've got my little chamois here. I do like that it just wipes right off. Like it's very nice. A little squeaky sounding, but all right. So I'm going to do the bench partially off on this one. We'll see what we think. And we need a little bit of adhesive. And so we're just going to line this up here. My piece is a little off, but who knows if I was off when I cut the DSP or when I cut the cardstock. Easy fix. I'm using Seal Plus because that's just what I have on my desk at the moment. If you use Seal Plus, you generally don't need to put a lot on. Like, it generally holds itself down pretty well. So I usually just do 4 corners of Seal Plus. Do put it on right side up though. All right, so there's a nice way to use a little bit more of the DSP, and you can have a really nice card that, you know, my goal with all of these cards was to try to use as much of the Designer Series paper as possible, while also incorporating this really nice stamp set that I think goes with it really well. Like all the wildlife, you know, all the wildflowers I think go really, really well together. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed day 3. Be back tomorrow for day 4, okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.